The expectations for Doc Holliday's Thundering Herd are high, and for good reason. Heisman Trophy candidate Rakeem Cato is the preseason Conference USA Player of the Year and directs an explosive offensive attack. Tonight, it's Marshall and Rhode Island. Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia, live from Jones C. Edwards Stadium. The American Sports Network is proud to present Conference USA football. Tonight, the Marshall Thundering Herd hosts the Rams of Rhode Island. This was the scene at the stadium about an hour and 45 minutes ago. The skies opened up. We had lightning. Fans had to leave the stadium. They cleared the field. The rains came down. But a few minutes ago, we saw this, a rainbow. And we're ready for some football. Back to Huntington, West Virginia. Last week, Marshall beat Miami of Ohio 42-27. First road opening win since 1999 versus Clemson. Tonight, they look to go 2-0 on the season. Here's the weather so far. As we have it, 72 degrees. It is humid. Very light wind, partly cloudy. But the clouds are beginning to build again, and we may see rain again tonight. But the field is brand new. Part of a whole new renovation here around the Marshall campus. Brand new field. Drains extremely well, so that should not be a problem tonight. Marshall won the toss, and they have deferred, so Rhode Island, with their new offense, new offensive coordinator, new quarterback, they get the football first. And, Keith, I think if you're Marshall, you want to be on defense first.
I think that's exactly what the point that they're trying to make, is to make sure that they get their defense out of the field, let everything show. First home game, especially.
Corey Vedvik, the redshirt freshman out of Norway, with a big leg, kicking it off. Lyle McCombs will take it at the goal line. And he takes a hit as he gets up over the 17-yard line. 19 yards on the return officially. And second down and 15. This time the handoff, and the defense of Marshall just stacks them up. This was such a much improved defense. He took a look at the offensive line. We'll also be seeing A.J. Addison tonight. Cato going deep down the near sideline. Caught inside the 20-yard line to Devontae Allen. Finally healthy, Devontae Allen.
Well, I tell you what, this is a great move. They want to stretch the field on the outside. That's exactly what they did. Little out and up right here. Great pitch and catch. This is a perfectly thrown ball. Only one person had an opportunity to catch it, and that was Allen on the outside. Gets it down in the red zone.
Kelly had 9 receptions last week. Touchdown Marshall, straight ahead running by Devin Johnson.
Just great job right up front. Split the gap. Got a good kick out block on the trap into the end zone.
First tonight, straight up the middle.
Boy, just good kick out block right there to seal to the inside. And I love when you see running backs run. They can plant that foot. He planted that left foot when he saw the hole. And
second down and 8. Lowry keeps. Nobody bought the fake, and he's going to lose a couple. Lowry, he'll keep it, tucks it, tripped up from behind, and he's going to pick up about 3 on the play, well short. And we'll see it now, 4 wide receiver set. Cato goes up top again, trying this play again, connects again. What a touch by Rakeem Cato, hitting Devontae Allen, good for 30 yards. Last week, he did not throw the ball well. He's throwing it well tonight.
Well, I tell you what, even in the moisture that's out here, this is another perfectly thrown ball. That's an old bucket pass that you try to lay it up over the top of the defender, just get it where your receiver can catch it. They've stretched the field in both possessions so far.
So Allen with a 41-yard reception and a 30-yard reception so far. First and 10 from the 42-yard line, straight up the middle, running again. Bouncing off tackles. Remy Watson, good for 28 yards. That's his longest carry of the year.
Well, I tell you what, he does a great job. Watch these yards after contact. 1, 2. Then he gets into the secondary. 3, 4, 5 guys have to get him to bring him down.
And the clouds are beginning to form again here in Huntington, West Virginia. Thundering Herd, though, leading Rhode Island 7-0. Once again, this is Rhode Island's first game of the year in their 116th season, and another first down for the Rams. Marshall shows blitz, and they stuff it. At the 50-yard line, that'll be a loss of 5. Everybody was coming in on this play.
I think the kitchen sink came with them. They were bringing everybody. Both linebackers inside field. That's 7 guys coming all at once.
Another look at it.
There's just people coming off the corner, coming from the inside. Boy, that is a collision right there. And McCombs took the brunt of that collision. He's able to get up.
3 of the down linemen with their hands in the dirt. Everybody else standing up. They're packing the box. Lowry, here's the pressure by Rouse. Lowry gets it away. Incomplete. Oh, you had alligator arms and heard footsteps on that play.
He is just flat blown up right here at the end. It's just out there in the middle of nowhere. He buys time to get to the outside and lays it up. And boy, hard to see the number right there.
Taj Letman
brought the wood.
Rakeem Cato in the backfield. After the punt stopped on the 1-yard line. Cato wants to get a lot of it, and he does, up to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 19 on the play. Complete to Angelo Jean Lewis.
But just great protection. You got to have a long time. This is a deep stop. He just stops on the outside corner, sails the deep ball, comes back to the football. Again, another perfectly thrown ball.
Williams a 64-yard punt last week, and he gets a boomer now. McCombs backs up to the 25-yard line, and he'll take a seat. Wrap it up in the clear plastic, but coach says I'm tough. I don't need it. Boy, it's really coming down now.
I might wear a hat. I don't know about you.
Now we had a personal foul, by the way, on that last play. So they're going to back it up even more, and now the fans are scrambling to try to get out of this because it is a monsoon right now. And before we go any further, kudos to all our camera people who
absolutely
are putting up with us tonight. Of course, the students are all going, this is great. The new Chris Klein Athletic Complex. This is a very impressive indoor field. It's nearly 102,000 square feet. It not only has the football, it's got obviously goalposts that they can lower down. You see the batting cages there to the left, but it also has a full track. Also part of the Vision campaign, part of a new weight room. They added a bunch of equipment where more guys can lift at the same time. All part of what Athletic Director Mike Hamrick has done here at Marshall, and the presentation to Chris Klein. Mike Hamrick on the right. You see Mike D'Antoni, former Laker basketball coach. His brother is now the new head basketball coach here, but thank you, Mr. Klein, and especially the job Mike Hamrick has done here. Outstanding. They're not done yet. They're going to have what they're calling an Area B. It's going to be a sports medicine center, nearly 20,000 square feet. That's next on the agenda.
Wow, I'll tell you what, that is impressive.
Very impressive. That facility, though, blew me away. Indoor track and everything. Now Marshall operating in a little bit of a hole. They get some running room up to about the 13. They need 3 here. Cato. Hands off, got the first down, into the secondary, and then some. That is called great blocking by that left side of the offensive line. Pickup of 20.
Well, they caught Rhode Island in a stunt. As they stunt to the inside, they run right at the stunt, get a seal block to the outside. And boy, I tell you what, he does a nice job.
So from the 36-yard line, Devin Johnson back in the backfield. And you're right, they are just going to pound it.
I wouldn't change nothing.
Look at that, though. He gets up to the 41-yard line, pickup of 5 on the play.
Hitting the backfield.
Yes, just pure strength.
245 pounds, and he's quick. You can see he is well put together and tough to bring down.
It's like Ryan Urachek, the fine young tight end, the freshman out of Myrtle Beach. They want to see Rodney Allen in at cornerback. That's another first down up to the 40-yard line. Devin Johnson again picks up 15.
Well, this is just good running right here. Runs through that first tackle, contact right there through the hole. Arm tackle's not going to bring Devin Johnson down. Then he punishes you on the far end of it.
So Rhode Island takes over, and they're hanging tough. This time they try the pitch back to McCombs, and he will be dropped back at the 28 for a 4-yard loss. It was Raheem Waters. or Waiters, I should say, the senior out of Quincy, West Virginia. Nice job just blowing through the hole. On second down, Lowry getting chased out of the pocket to the safety valve, and he doesn't get anything. About the fact that we were hoping to see, you know, guys like Stuart Butler and Brandon Bird tonight running the football, and might just see that.
I think you'll see a different group of guys.
First down and a bundle. They go to the run game. Johnson, big hole. Cuts to the outside, inside the 20, stays on his feet, inside the 10. Did he go out of bounds? Waiting for the signal. They're saying he's out at the 1. What a run.
This is a highlight film. Great job up front, untouched into the secondary. Man coverage on the outside, so all the defenders are running with the wide receivers. But watch this at the end. One guy there at the 22. 2 misses him. 3, 4. Gets down inside the 1.
First and goal. Ball is loose. 4th fumble tonight. But this time, Marshall falls on it. And now Cato gives a little shove. How about Devin Johnson, though? He was a tight end. They call him Rockhead. He had a 55-yard run last week, 64 yards tonight.
Trying to run the zone read. Cato was going to pull it out and try to get in the end zone. Then right at the end, the defender trying to rip it out. Cato took exception.
This time, Cato throwing right down the middle. Has Schuler. Caught down to the 12-yard line.
Just at the right time. We talked about trying to get to the slot receivers in the middle of the field. Cato with an excellent throw right here. Perfect. Hit him on the numbers. Got inside on the press coverage.
And McCombs comes back into the backfield with 1:34 left in the half. The quick toss. Nice defensive effort again by Marshall. Robbie Jackson was the receiver, but you saw how quickly Corey Tyndall closed on the play.
Boy, I tell you what, this is a great read as a corner. Read bubble screen, defeat your block, go make the tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Conference USA, Kofret, 3rd down and 10. 1's across the board on the time clock. Cato tucks it. He's got the first down and then some. Still on his feet, heads to the sideline and wisely steps out of bounds after directing traffic a little bit.
Well, this is a nice job. He felt, sometimes as a quarterback, you can feel that hole open. You can see it just open up right in front of me and just makes a great move on the best defender for Rhode Island. That is their best defender. He just made a great move, got to the sideline, got the clock stopped.
Longest rush in 2 years. Cato this time the deep out. Clock is stopped. Pass is caught inside the 45, down to the 43-yard line. Devontae Allen already has a 39 and a 30-yard catch tonight. See if they mix it up with Devin Johnson to run. Instead, they go out to the near side. Pass is caught. Wilkins looking for running room. Gets down to about the 27-yard line. Clock stopped again with 49 as they move the chains. Clock is running. Cato going back. Rush up the middle. He reads it. Schuler sidesteps. Looking for Pater. Touchdown, Marshall. The clock. There's still 36 seconds. Watch this move, though, by Schuler. Whoops.
That does a nice job, and he keeps his eyes up into the end zone. Great blocking up front. Rhode Island came after Cato that time. They brought 6, and that means you have single coverage.
Now, what stat stands out to you, Keith?
Well, I think 1.8 yards per play. I mean, obviously, you can't score points if you're only getting 1.8 yards per play.
Right.
And the other one is the 10.5 points per game. You know why that stands out to me? Because you only got 17 points in the first half, and you've been able to make enough plays to average over 10 yards a play, but you're not putting points on the board.
Next week's game, and especially conference play. So Rakeem Cato goes back to work, and he hands off to Johnson. Straight up the middle, first down. already over the century mark running. He picks up 12 on the play before Winclaw runs him down. Not a bad first half. 120 yards on 11 carries.
Yeah, and they're going quickly now. That's another. They want to change the pace.
Cato this time looking right, rolling right. Has some time, looking for the sideline. Finally scampers out of bounds just short of midfield, but it will be another first down. 2 plays, 2 first downs.
Well, looking to his left, didn't find a receiver, then saw all the space to the outside, just picks up a first down and gets out of bounds.
Now they go 4 wide receiver set, 1 in the backfield. Looking left, throwing left. Caught. Demetrius Evans. Wow, McCombs back in the backfield. Little play action. Lowry throwing over the middle. Intercepted at the 32-yard line. Finally, Marshall forces the turnover inside down to the 14-yard line. The pick by Taj Letman. His second interception our first interception of the year.
Mac Lowry steps into this throw too high. The O-tip drill, it's behind the receiver and up. And once the receiver goes up and tips it, that's secondary.
Keep an eye on that left tackle. That's A.J. Addison, an extremely talented freshman. Low snap. Cato picks it up into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall. Angelo Gene Lewis. His first touchdown reception as a member of Marshall.
Outside, and you sell the outside. Cato's right there, cuts back to the inside, puts his feet down in the end zone. Cato takes the snap here on this touchdown pass. As a receiver, you got to sell the route to the outside and cut back to the inside, and that's going to get you that space.
Well, they had problems third down in the first half. They were only 2 of 10. Lowry drops back. Here's the rush, and he is put down on the ground. The rush came strong. He had absolutely no chance.
Just coming from the outside, speed rush around the corner. You got no chance if you're Lowry right there to do anything with that. The only thing you can do is just try to tuck the football away and protect.
Got Mendelson. Back to the run game. Butler bangs his way. 6 on the line of scrimmage for Rhode Island. Now they back off. They bring 3. Cato looks. Deep out pattern caught. First down, Marshall to the 40-yard line. Nice job, Craig Wilkins.
He's on one hash, throwing to the other hash. Really steps into it. I mean, this is a missile coming out of his hand.
Craig Wilkins had 2 receptions last week to the run game. Right up the middle. This is going to be 6. Butler with the touchdown, the first of his career, or first of 2014.
39 yards out, just outstanding blocking up front. Just collapse the line. And Butler, nobody touched. A great job on the inside, kicking to the outside. Butler finds, nobody touches him. Jogs the last few yards into the zone.
1-0 game.
Boy, just nice collapse down to the outside with the offensive line. They just collapse everything to the outside. Butler slips underneath the defensive end, and he goes untouched from 39 yards out.
Got dinged a little bit last week. He talked about the mental aspect of being a quarterback a lot. And here is Cato going upstairs, across the middle, complete into Rhode Island territory down to the 45-yard line. That went 19 yards to Demetrius Evans.
Nice route right here. Comes back, good blocking up front. Route comes down, breaks in right behind the linebackers, finds that soft spot in the zone, and goes up. Knows he's going to get hit.
Every time I see him, he goes, Coach, you got to download this for me. You have to download this to me so I can watch this.
He said, I own an iPad, but I don't ever get to use it.
Cato this time pulls it down, has some running room. Thought about sliding at the 40, instead just ran out of bounds. Second down and 5 from the 40. 566 yards for Marshall. Cato looked right, now he runs left. He's got a lot of green in front of him. Heads to the outside, stays on his feet, and scampers out at the 23-yard line. Andrew Bowes was chasing him, but he was able to pick up 17 on the play.
I love the fact that he had his eyes downfield downfield the whole time. Look, nothing there. Now watch, his eyes are still downfield. He's looking around. Now he's a runner, and he makes a nice move.
And he ran out of the pocket a little more last year. This time he keeps it. Dives forward to the 15-yard line. They can get a first down at the 2-yard line. Cato looks to put it up. Pressure backside. He senses it. Running it inside the 5. Lowers his head at the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
I want to take this kind of blow up 31-0 here in the second ball game of the year. He makes this move now. Now he tastes pay dirt. Almost gets it in there.
Butler straight ahead. Touchdown, Marshall.
Just stronger right now. So you can see now they're starting to wear down this Rhode Island defense. Even though they've done a nice job throughout the ball game, but right now the offensive line just controlling the line of scrimmage. They got a 3-yard push with everything, and it all starts up front. You can see this push. Look at that push. They were pushing defenders 3 yards deep.
Lowry hit as he throws, almost intercepted.
This ball's tipped. He took a real blow right in the midsection.
Boy, he did.
As he's delivered the football. This ball's also tipped as one of the defenders gets his hand up, gets a piece of it. But boy, this is a blow. You're vulnerable right there.
Ooh.
Right up in the air. Nothing dirty about that, just playing at full speed.
Brandon Bird now in the backfield with Rakeem Cato. Cato rifling the pass out far side, taking a knee, but it will be a first down. Up over the 35 to the 38-yard line. Again, it is Craig Wilkins.
Make sure you secure it for the first down.
And again, the up-tempo offense. Cato keeps it right up the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Marshall. 64 yards for Rakeem Cato.
Well, I tell you, he makes a nice move. This is a great play fake. He makes a zone read, play fake, and when he puts it down right here, we talked about him being electric in the open. He can do things not only with his arm, but with his feet. Boy, he just outruns everybody to the house. On the zone read, and then once he gets into the secondary, he does a nice job to make a move, pops it to the outside, finds the end zone. He establishes, want to, is what the word that I call it. We'll get to it after this play.
Now Gunnar Holcomb, his first collegiate pass is complete. Here's another name you want to keep an eye on is Bird, number 33. He's a broad jumper, broad jumped about 10.5 feet. He runs a 10.600.
Now that's getting after it.
That's motoring, isn't it?
That's getting after it.
And if you try to catch him, he'll just jump over you.
Yeah, well.
Second down and 7 from the 31-yard line. There he is, Bird, right side, gets the first down up to the 39-yard line. Showing a little bit of explosiveness. I mean, you think when Remy Watson gets healthy, that's Johnson, Watson, Butler, and Bird.
Stable.
Yeah, that is.
That's a stable of running backs.
And the way this game is played right now, and the way the formations and the hurry-up offense, you need 4 running backs.
You're trying to get 100 snaps a game.
Holcomb's pass is complete. Up over the 45-yard line to the 46-yard line. Nice high, wobbly kick. McCombs signals the fair catch. Hits a Rhode Island player in the back, but I think it popped right into one of his teammates' hands.
It's actually Marshall.
And actually Marshall comes up with it. Field goal attempt. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is perfect. So Marshall adds to their lead.
And then Rice here to end the season.
I tell you, ODU, Taylor Heineke, the fine, outstanding quarterback, and Bobby Wilder, their head coach. That's going to be a tough game at ODU. Now this is a little denture check here on McCombs.
Just turn your shoulders and then he does perfect form tackle. As a matter of fact, if you were to put a form tackle down, that's exactly how you do it.
Well, that's Kendall Gant. Georgia wanted him. Marshall got him. More open field tackling. Also a reminder, tonight, Marshall was supposed to be playing Louisville, but the fact they joined the ACC, they had to be some scheduling changes, and that changed their plans. Louisville will be here in 2016, and you wanted another home game. You didn't want to have five home games and 7 road games, so they had to get somebody with an open schedule. That's why they are playing Rhode Island tonight. First down again. Again, Lowry hit as he releases the ball. He's taken a couple of cracks tonight. 2nd and 10. I tell you, Lowry just keeps on firing. You got to hand him that. Now he's scrambling for his life, and he'll go down, loses the football. At the 47-yard line. Don't worry, Rakeem, you're not going into the ball game tonight again. How about that? Last time over 700 yards back in 2002 versus Buffalo. Tonight, 717 yards total offense.
Oof. And a slow start.
Yeah.
Glad to go with that. I mean, the first quarter was a very slow start.
This probably is going to sound stupid, but you know how when you say a guy scores 20 points in basketball, it's a quiet 20?
Yeah.
That was a quiet 700. Final comment about Marshall tonight, Keith.
Well, they proved to me that they are the class maybe of Conference USA. They can do so many different things, especially on offense. I was also impressive with that defensive front. We were very, very good tonight.
Well, once again, Marshall, a big game tonight, 724 total yards. They hold Rhode Island at 175. Big night for Rakeem Cato. Doc Holliday goes to 2-0. Final score again, 48-7, Marshall over Rhode Island.